In this video, I would like to share some tips to avoid the most common mistakes during the PMP exam preparation. Mistake number 1, not preparing the schedule for PMP preparation. Preparing the schedule is utmost important to stick to the timelines we fix to complete the chapters and so on for further revisions. Fix the target date for the final exam and work backwards on the schedule so that if you have any gaps you can crash the schedule and thereby you could do the focused study to complete within the designed time frame. Mistake number 2, not choosing the right resources. Many of us would get bored reading a book as many as 1,000 pages because of various factors. So choosing the right resources which explains the process in a pictorial or graphical representation would motivate us to complete the chapters, and that will help us to move forward towards our timelines. Mistake number 3, not creating the right amount of confidence. Recent study shows many aspirants drop their plan in between the preparations, even though they got many years of practical project management experience because of the lack in confidence level. So it is most critical to create the confidence within you by scheduling your study and choosing the right resources for you to progress further. Mistake number 4, not taking full-length mock or practice exams. As I told in my previous video of how to pass your PMP in 90 days, the aspirant should take the full practice exam to gain the confidence and also to complete the answers within the stipulated time frame of 70 seconds per question. The more number of mocks practice will give you the confidence level to reach to the final exam, and you will be able to complete the exam within 4 hours time. Mistake number 5, not reviewing the gaps. Reviewing the wrong answers in the practice exams will correct your understanding and thus help you to mold your brain for the situational questions asked in the final exams. Mistake 6, not understanding the process flow. Many PMP aspirants fail in the first attempt because of misunderstanding the process flows. PMP exam will test your knowledge not only from your practical experience point of view, it is from the process mentioned in the PMBOK. So it is critical to understand the flows to get your exam cleared in the first attempt. For example, in the planning phase, the final cost estimation or resource estimation would be freeze only after the risk analysis approval. So it is vital to understand from which the process it is linked. So go through the RETAS process chart or any other process chart which you could understand better and proceed further. Mistake number 7, not understanding the ITTOs. Input tools, techniques and outputs are most critical for the situational questions to answer. Outputs from one process will go as input to many others in the knowledge areas. So review the ITTOs 2 days before the exam from the last few pages of PMBOK, as I mentioned in my first video, how to pass the PMP in 90 days. Never try to memorize the ITTOs, that will create confusion while answering your questions in the final exam. Please understand the logics and make some charts for ITTOs to clear the PMP in first attempt. Mistake number 8, not understanding the formulas. Don't try to memorize the formulas. 80% of formulas in PMBOK is almost easy to remember, and remaining 20% is what you have to concentrate and try to develop the logic behind it and the concepts behind it that will help you to solve the questions, situational questions in the final exams. Apart from common formulas like CV, SV, schedule performance index, cost performance index, there are other formulas like TCPI which should be aware of. So kindly review all the formulas which are given in the PMBOK and do some practice sessions for you to be comfortable in the final exam. Mistake number 9, not understanding the links between the knowledge areas. Exam will test your understanding between different knowledge areas. So try to get insights and review your gaps while attending your practice exams before you go for your final exam. For example, stakeholders and communication management is almost tricky to choose the right answers. So make your concepts process clear before you proceed for the finals. Mistake number 10, not prepare for final exam date. Choose the venue based on your current situation. If your environment is calm and you have reliable internet connectivity, you could choose the online option. Otherwise, go to the test center. If you choose the online option, so you have to do the your system test well in advance, so that will give you a confidence. And you are choosing for the second option, going to the test center, it's always better you identify the location before you go to the final exam. I hope my explanation on the 10 mistakes to avoid would have given you better insights for your PMP preparations. I wish you all the best for your preparations. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can follow me in my LinkedIn profile, which I have given the description, and you can keep in touch with me and anytime to share my experiences and your doubts on PMP and supply chain.